Okay, so this is what we've done today. A lot. When we add on to the top of that, we did destinations, didn't we? And we had some bits about customers and transport this morning as well. But we've done all this as well too today. Sustainable management system, we looked at the 6 steps. We've looked at how to develop a policy, how to communicate that to people. We looked at action planning and how to look at the first steps of implementing that. We've looked at some examples of how to market sustainability. We looked at greenwash and sustainability USPs. We've looked at some distribution channels and the next steps and ongoing support. And I think you probably really, give yourselves a round of applause for taking in so much information over 2 days. We've got a few minutes just for a few mop-up questions. So, having read through your objective, 1, have you achieved it? And if not, are there some questions that are still hanging in the air? Anybody got any questions?
Talking about USPs.
Yeah.
Can we connect it with offering something to invalids?
Offering something?
To invalids. People who are not able to walk or to do something with their hands, something like that. For instance, cruising on ships that are available for them, special family quarters or something like that. Is it also, would be also taken as the USPs?
Well, I would say that you're just identifying another target audience. So therefore you would want as many relevant USPs to excite those people as much as you did for everybody else. So as you would identify the types of purchasing customers, the ethicals, the feel goods, you'd also identify the different categories and groups. So you might say bird watchers, adventure tourists, and you might go for less able people. How can they be stimulated with different things and programs? So absolutely. You have different USPs for different people. They don't have to be the same.
And question number 2, is it equal with, so USP equal with special charges?
Sorry, I'm getting a bit distracted because I can hear so many things going on, and I don't think you can hear because there's so much noise. So can you say it again?
So when we say USPs, can we put equal sign with special target? Is it equal or we can't mix it?
Well, you can, because the USP could be of interest to all target groups. You wouldn't want to identify the target group in front of everybody. You would just put the USP in the distribution channels that were appropriate to that target group. Because what else would you do? You wouldn't say, if you are disabled, read here. If you are an adventure specialist, read here. That's perhaps not the best way to organise it. Yeah?
Could we say that, so I'm thinking about partnership with tour operators from the world, and they already asked us for standards in sustainability. Would you say that at the moment Travelife is already strong enough that we can present it as, okay, we're sustainable tour operator in Croatia?
To the European market, mainstream market, yes, they are all aware of it. They might not have got there yet, but many of them are working on it, and if they're not working on it, they are aware of it and of the value of it. So you've even got some companies that will actively seek Travelife partners, even if they're not a Travelife company themselves, because they do see the value in it.
Yeah, so but you would say that, for example, big partners for us in UK, in Netherlands, if they ask us for a standard, and we say we're Travelife partner or certified, they will consider it, okay, it's a done deal, we don't have to check it.
Yeah, they won't start checking you, no, because they've been working with Travelife from its, conception. They've actually created it. It wasn't presented to them. They've been part of the formative process, so yeah, they would accept it. They wouldn't start doing any additional checks. No, not at all.
Okay. Okay, but in this very moment we cannot say anything. We are nothing now.
Are you not?
We don't have a certification. We cannot.
You can say that you're engaged with Travelife. It doesn't really say much more than that, though. What you can do, of course, if you do the online exam and you get that certificate, you know, okay, you can flash your certificate of attendance for these 2 days. Not that that would mean a great deal to them, the fact that you've sat through it. But if you then go and do the online exam, you can say, yes, actually, we've got somebody in the business that has taken the exam and passed a level of competence in understanding and managing sustainability in the business. That's what that means.
Does it allow us to implement the logo at that point?
No.
Once?
No. The only time you can use a logo is when you reach the partner level. That's the first instance that you can start putting that on your documentation.
And we're partners after finishing the online exam.
No. Yeah, you only become partners when you have shown Travelife that you have achieved all of the partner level criteria, which are verified by UHPA. So they will actually do an online check of what you've submitted to make sure that it's satisfactory, and as providing that UHPA signs that off, Travelife will then award you with the partner level standard.
How they check that we sort waste and...
Well, that's down to your trade association, and it'll be down to what you submit, because when you go through your action planning, you have to, when you said you've completed it, you have to upload some evidence. So it might be a document, it might be a photograph, it might be something that proves, without Ivica and his staff, or his colleagues, running around everywhere trying to find out what people are doing, you're proving it through the online system. It's a desk.
So it's a key for the partners.
And I don't believe that money changing hands is acceptable under sustainability rules. Okay? Any more? No. Okay. So, I think, apart from just mentioning that you do also have those boxes on the back page so that you can put down key points. If you haven't done them already, do them within the next day, otherwise you'll forget things. Then I suppose we can bring it to a close. What we're going to do is we're going to close it but not let you out the door. That's because we want, after we've sort of said our thank yous, for you to come up here to the front. Guys, I want you to come up here to the front so we can take a group photograph of everybody, and then when we've had the snapshots, we'll just say goodbye and off you go. Okay? And it's out there to do it. So, I want to just say a few words because I think you've been a fantastic group, actually. I've seen lots and lots of different groups of operators over the last 18 months or more, and it's been a pleasure working with you because you really get it. You really do get it. So I'm waiting for good things coming out of Croatia, to be honest. And whenever I come here, I'm always, accepted in a really good way. And thank you for that. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
So I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much.